So what is going on, guys, and today is the final episode of my series, which is Batman Arkham Revisited, and today it is the final game in the series released by Rocksteady, and it is Batman Arkham VR. And what a way to end the series. We're going to end it on a very high note, but before we get into it, I just want to thank you all for supporting the series and, you know, watching the videos and enjoying them and, you know, liking them and subscribing for it, which, you know, I'm very happy to see, and I'm thankful that the series has gone down very well. I mean, it's been a blast. So here we are, the final episode of the series, and what a journey we've been on. We've been to Arkham City, we've been to Arkham Asylum, we've been to Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight, and here we are with Arkham VR, which, yes, I have played it. I have played Arkham VR on my PS4. However, the gameplay, got a problem with that. Yeah, there's issues with HDMI cables. Yeah, of course. Literally days before planning this video and trying to, you know, recording it as we speak right now, I've tried to get in footage for it. I tried to record about an hour's worth of footage and just try and get down on the best bits, because it's actually quite a short game. I'll explain that in a minute. But it didn't go well because the HDMI cable won't allow me to record. I've got no idea why, but I think as a whole, this game is probably going to be the best experience you're ever going to get of a Batman game. It is everything you can think of. I mean, the whole vibe of being in Wayne Manor, you can experience the death of the Waynes. You can experience a lot of things, and it's actually quite it's actually quite incredible how much detail is in the game as well. I mean, they've used the same engine from Arkham Knight, which I know that the gameplay, you know, obviously is in VR, which means you can't run around, you can't, you know, do the same things, but it applies the graphics engine from that game, which you can definitely tell from the suits and the models of the characters. They've used it from that, but they've had a couple of tweaks to actually improve it, where actually it depends on the height of enemies and different villains and other characters, and yourself as well when you calibrate on the PS4 camera. But yeah, it's the best experience you're gonna get from Batman game, hands fucking down, hands down. Obviously, Arkham Knight, you can, you know, use the Batmobile, you can you know, interact with a lot of things. You can go to different buildings like GTPD and many more, and you can see that in the rest of the other games as well. But this is something else. Like, you can go into the Batcave through the entrance from the piano in Wayne Manor, which that whole experience as a whole, where you know, are slowly going down the elevator and you put on the bat suit and you have to calibrate your suit by throwing batarangs and your bat claw and your grapple gun and your scanning device. You know, all that interaction, all that stuff that you can interact and you can really be the Batman in that situation. That is the best, you know, part of the game, I think anyway. That is the best part of the game in the entire thing, you know, entire game as a whole, where you come down, you know, from Wayne Manor into the Batcave and you see, you know, everything around you, like, you know, the bats flying around and the waterfall in the background and the back computer in front of you. You have the codex to your side, and, you know, coming down in the bat suit. It's just incredible to see, and honestly, it really hit home. It did hit home for me. Honestly, it was amazing. You know, from a fan of Batman and DC comics as a kid, and you're playing that, it's just incredible. But the story as a whole is very short. It lasts probably about 4 or 5 hours. It's probably one of the shortest games, if not the shortest, in the entire series. And there's no, like, side missions apart from Riddler puzzles you can see, which actually are pretty cool, to be fair. Yes, they're a bit overused in the series, but they're cool, you know, especially when you're in the, you know, first person perspective of Batman as well, where you actually solve the puzzle yourself from your own point of view. That's what I like about it. It's pretty fun. It is short, but it's very sweet. Short but very sweet. That's all I can say about it. I won't spoil it. I won't spoil much about it, but it's a lot about, you know, the Joker being dead, obviously, and you can record you can see the recording of Jason Todd being killed, as they say. But yeah, it's fun. It really is. And Nightwing being missing, and Robin also being missing as well. But as a whole, I won't spoil it, but it is a very good story, and I very much enjoyed it. I think the best part of the game as a whole, apart from the moments and the story itself, I think just how interactive the game is. Like, you know, you compare this game compared to other games in the past in the series, where you look at Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, Arkham Origins, even Arkham Knight. This game is the most interactive you will ever see. The things that you can look around and explore, and the Easter eggs you find, the references from the previous games, where you can actually look at the equipment used from the villains. Like you can look at the freeze gun from Mr. Freeze. You can look at the bat used by Harley Quinn. You can look at the cane used by the Riddler, and many more things. You can also explore buildings, find clues and solve mysteries and murders and many more. You can go up to rooftops. You can grapple around. Like you can actually physically take out equipment from your belt, like a batarang, and actually throw it yourself. Like you can use your bat claw and your grapple gun to actually grapple up to things and swing up to ledges and part of rooftops and so on. You can also use your scanning gun to actually solve clues and many more stuff. It's just incredible. It really is. Honestly, it's just amazing how they've done it, and it's just one of the most fitting ways to end the game and the whole series as a whole. That's the way you end on a high. That really is. You hit home with that, Rocksteady. You really hit home with that. But yeah, this is the end of the video and also the end of the series. And I hope you enjoyed this last episode. I thought I'd make it a bit longer than usual and just explain, what the game is really about, and just to really thank you guys for being there and supporting this channel and this series as a whole. So I'm thankful for that, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and obviously I thank you guys a lot for the recent support on this whole series and the whole really on the channel. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Comment down below your favourite Batman game in the series. Mine is probably this, if not Arkham Knight. One of those two, but yeah. So leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. So, adios.